Rakesh, congratulations on this book. Very well written book. I loved it. Um, uh, I could see how much of a research you must have done to get all those nitty gritty details of the storyline, the characters, the lives of these people around Kotarani, and how she dealt with each person. Tremendous. Very amazing. Amazing story. Very spiritual, but at the same time, um, action oriented, which is, I will say, a very energetic way of describing the spiritual journey of a person, a warrior with a spiritual aspect. And I loved the energy aspect that you put in the story, the Shiva and Shakti elements, um, the energy within every person and how it triggers to do the right thing. And during this process of upheavals and agonies and fear and anger and frustration, how this Kotarani dealt with every situation, with her surroundings, with her father, with her lovers, with her husbands. And it's a personal journey of her bringing her Shakti in, her masculine and feminine energies coming up. What a beautifully narrated, beautifully told this story is. Um, you know, the yantra, mantra, and tantra, all those three aspects of spirituality, you have blended these three aspects in this film, in this story. I'm talking as a film because I'm as a filmmaker looking at this as a pictorial view of it, and saying that, talking about that, the the cinematic view of this story is beautifully told in the valleys of Kashmir, all those places where they lived, those uh, places where she was educated. The story starts with this educational university, the school where she starts her test. And what a beautifully drafted element is that. It starts with that, and again it ends with a tremendous. It was a really surprisingly surprising to me how it ended. I'm not going to talk about it, but felt it's real at the same time as a dream, something that you won't believe will happen, but at the same time you feel like yes, there is a truth behind it. Because whole this story underneath, there was an element of courage, the element of sacrifice, and we all do the sacrifices. Sometimes we go beyond to do sacrifices for our children, for our families. And Kota Rani, the queen of Kashmir, she had to go through this trouble, and surrounding people around her, they did not see clearly what sacrifices she did and why she did it. There's always two sides of the coin, right? The people outside, they see what this person is, but they don't really know what's going on through that person, within that person, why that person is doing that. Sometimes it's very difficult for people to understand what that person is worth for, why he's doing it, and that's the base described in this story. Kotarani sacrificed so many things, and people even thought that she is unfair to people around her. She's unfair to her father or brothers or husbands or lovers. But the dharma, the duty, the personal agenda of protection of Kashmir and Kashmir people, that you have put in such a beautiful way, very balanced way. It doesn't get boring. It doesn't get into a long journey of narration and narration, not going anywhere. It just moves. It just moves. It just moves. Sacrifice to sacrifice, the actions, the drama that goes behind it, very beautifully written. I'm so impressed and so fascinated that such a person existed in Kashmir in 13th century, and the world doesn't know about it. I didn't know about it, and kudos to you. You have done a lot of research, a lot of efforts that are seen in this book. How many pages are? I don't even know, but I just kept on reading, kept on reading. Um, so no wonder, as everybody's saying, is bestseller, and is going to go more and more and more in people's hands. So congratulations again, and good luck with